Kitty.
Welcome back to another episode of Beyond the Desk. My name is Chad. I'm here with Amy. And today we're actually going to be doing a little bit of a walkthrough, a little interactive thing about some of the places that are available in Sabaneta, Envigado, and around Medellin.
Okay.
Well,
Howdy.
welcome back.
Welcome back. I was just noticing all the different hair colors that I have here when you were going through all that.
Oh yeah,
Still red. I like the
style
red.
too. When we first
Long
started this,
hair.
you had some bangs going.
Well, this is my norm.
Yeah.
This is what I worn for years and years and years. And
Yeah.
once in a while, I decide to chop it off, and
Yeah. We've got some additional tech happening today, so we're going to be doing an interactive walkthrough, but we still want to keep our dialogue open.
Yeah.
So I set you up a monitor over here
You did. Right.
off camera, but you'll be able to see what I'm doing. So as we're going through, if there's something you want me to, whatever, just call me out. Stop me if there's something that you want to get into. But I forgot our timer. We do want to still try and maintain our shorter time period.
Well, I kind of have a tiny view of the clock up here above this big giant monitor.
Perfect.
So,
quick update on the doggo without saying her name. She's chewing on her bone, living life. Still sassy, but she's still got a few more weeks of downtime before she can go out and start running. We can exercise her, but all clear. We
have started training her a little bit.
Well, you have a great routine. I mean, daily at least twice. So it's more than just a little. We're trying to get that consistency going.
She just can't move a lot. Like she can't run or get like really, really excited. And so all of this stuff is FOOD driven.
Yep.
So I can't even say that word out loud, or her vocabulary is pretty big.
She's happy with her bone, and when she's done with that, she'll just snooze off being right next to us.
Yeah.
It's when she's in another room or a different place that she starts to get a little. So anyways, let's jump into it. We're going to go. I set this one up. So I'm going to kind of drive a little bit today. Kicking things off, we're going to talk about the expo, very brief, the expo that happened in March.
Yes.
We're going to talk about a couple of property management companies that I've found. So we'll be looking at actual available empty places that are available in a couple of cities as of right now. And then we'll be looking at the new builds that are happening in a couple of cities with one of the vendors that was at the expo.
Yeah, and this is your territory. So looking for a place for us to live
this will give us a good perspective, but also share with our peeps the difference between what's available now. And we're going to be looking at space and price and location versus what's available that's being built. Some of them are going to be done second quarter this year, third and fourth quarter this year, but all of these are going to be, giving you the distance of what brand new looks like versus existing and converted.
So is this for us to live?
This is for us
short term.
This is for us to begin understanding what it looks like. With the listing that's available for lease, those ones, we don't know if they're 3 month, 6 month, 1 year terms.
But we have to call.
Right. So we're just going to be looking. We're just going to kind of start putting together our list of what are we looking for? What are our non-negotiables? Because for here, it's different. The way Americans live is different than there. Right. And so there's going to be some things that we have to give in on, and there's going to be some things that we just are not negotiable for us.
Like most places there don't have dryers. Most places. There are some that do. We were lucky with our Airbnb. We had a dryer, but
a lot of places use that outside balcony as their place of where they dry their clothes. So let me go ahead and share this because, why not? Let's get it going. Let's get the party started with the new tech.
Okay, I'm looking.
So we're going to be talking just a tiny bit about the expo. So when it comes to the expo, it's basically a real estate expo. So it's going to attract multiple people. It's going to attract people who are looking to rent, people who are looking to buy, but also investors who are looking for properties that they can then resell or lease out. So this was a huge vendor show. We've done vendor shows with our photo booth before. We've done them with our Chamber of Commerce. So we understand the concept of, as a representative, people come to you, you give them information, you got a couple of seconds, really want to get that lead so you can follow up multiple touches. the banks were there because people are going
Yes.
to be doing funding and mortgages
It
and
seems to be that even though it's still cash is king there, somehow in 2024, this has kind of taken a turn where people are looking at mortgages in Colombia where
which
they
was not the
normally
case
it's
before.
not. So we're seeing it, but it's super high
Well,
to get a
that
mortgage.
also tells me that not only in the U.S. are our generations looking at things differently when it comes to everyday living. Like here, not as many people are getting married, not as many people are
Right.
drinking alcohol. Like
Having kids.
lifestyle changes completely. It's happening there too.
Yeah.
Um, so the expo happened in March, and I'm just going to play this video as we chat. But this expo happened, and it attracted a whole bunch of people. People were giving presentations. There was almost 100 exhibitors there.
That's incredible.
Yeah, financial institutions were there, so it was really, if you're in the market or considering, this was the place to go because you're going to get information, but also the opportunity to see. Some of the exhibitors were setting up what their kitchen and bath looks like in drawers, so you can understand the quality of the drawers that are going to be built into these new places that aren't built yet. So huge expo.
This is
It
exciting.
was very cool.
Wow.
Yes, lots of really cool stuff.
I haven't seen
Um,
this. This is the
so
first time
this
I'm
was the
seeing it.
2024. It happened the 8th, 9th, and 10th. So it was a 3-day thing. Um, huge opportunities for people. So for us, obviously, we weren't able to attend because it was in person and we live here in the
Sure.
States currently. But we're able to then follow up with some of these companies that were there. And there was one company in particular. So we picked up this magazine in the bank when we were getting the bank account. And I started leafing through it. And one of the companies that I really like, construction company, was Vertice, and they have. There's a couple reasons I like them. One, they're new builds.
Can you spell that?
Yeah, so it's Vertice.
So, Vertice.
Say the whole thing. There you go. And their website is
Vertice.
verticeing.com. One of the things I really liked about them is they do 3D models of all of their places, so you can actually see what it looks like and
Mhm.
walk through the place. And we're going to do that as well today. So let's go ahead and jump into a couple places. I also found in this magazine, actually, one of the first pages, this company, and they are called Londaño Gomez.
Londonio.
Odonio Gomez.
Londonio
They've been around for 50
Gomez.
years, and this is essentially the place that helps people rent, buy, and sell properties.
Okay.
They are a reputable name. They are an established place, but you're going to get the everyday place. So you can find something, we'll just convert to US dollars. You could find something for $450 a month,
Mm.
obviously, depending upon where you want to live. You could find something that's going to be $1,200 a month, depending upon where you live. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of browse around, look at a couple of searches, see what places are available today if this is something we were executing on right now.
She's in her toy box, just saying.
That's okay. We decided we're just going to power through with
We're
her.
going to power through this. Wow.
So we're going to jump
great.
into the advanced search. I've got Sabaneta, 3 bedrooms. We're not going to talk about how much space we're requiring.
And that's all in meters, square meters there.
Yep,
So
I've also got our
footage
I've
if you're
got our
in the
calculators
States.
up here to
Great.
convert meters
Okay.
as well as amounts. So we'll do a quick little search here. And these are what are available for lease. I haven't jumped into whether these are 3 months, 6 month, 1 year, or multi-year. So we don't know what the terms are, but we do. It'll give us an idea of what price is as well as the
Sure.
space.
Mhm.
I have up here our defaults. We really want to be around 190 to 100 square meters because it's just a tiny, about the same size as our current condo on the upstairs, not including our basement. But then we're also adding in an additional bedroom, and our bedroom's huge, could easily be split. So that gives us kind of an idea of what we could be jumping into. So 104, 2.6. If we take this 2.6 and we bring it over just to take a look at what pricing looks like, I have our budget set at 4 mil, which is right around $1,000 a month. 2.6 gets us at 670. Okay, so with this particular place,
It's very doable.
we're at about 1,100 square feet. And at a price point of 670. So we're just going to browse through this really quick and just see what.
This is in Loma San Jose. I don't know where that is.
This is in Sabaneta, yeah.
Oh, Loma San Jose is a neighborhood in Sabaneta.
Yep.
Okay, see.
And down below is a map, so we'll pull that up as well. So this gives us a couple of pictures. Most of the pictures are just cell phone pictures. They're not high-end real estate style pictures. So they give you almost like a real experience instead of like the fake ones that are kind of stretched. Gives you an idea of what that money and that space looks like in this area.
So a lot of these places, you'll find that you have to walk through the closet in order to get to the restroom.
Yeah, several of them are like that.
Yeah.
Uh, Now, when we jump over to another one, we're going to find that that's not the case on the new builds.
Okay.
So that's some of the
Yeah, the new
older
builds are
builds.
different. Yeah.
Yep. A
Look at
lot of
that patio
a lot
and
of them are wood. Yep. A lot of them have the wood
yeah,
feel, the old traditional feel.
which is beautiful to me.
Yep.
And that's all custom stuff, just so everybody knows. That's not something that you're purchasing at a Lowe's or something like that. These are typically they have carpenters that come in and do this stuff a lot by hand. Look at that. Like you can open that entire door more than likely. Like you can probably slide that.
Yep.
That's
Three
incredible.
bedrooms, two baths. It does have a parking lot. Whenever I see this parking lot in here, my thought is not downtown. Most people aren't walking. You need a vehicle to get
Yeah.
someplace. But we'll look at the map later in just a second and see exactly what it is. We'll just keep leafing through these. So
Okay. It's up in the hills.
this is your view,
Wow.
and this is your downtown area way over here. So it's a little bit.
It's a distance.
It's a little bit out. These are the full sliding. And we'll, again, just slide through these really quickly.
Decent size bathroom. That's for your washer and dryer, I take it?
I don't know. So a lot of them have these small little cubbies that are outside,
That's
have a drain.
that's your washer and dryer, I think.
Don't know. No clue. So we'll go with that
Maybe
because
I'm wrong.
I can't think of any other
They're
place.
usually off from the kitchen, so maybe we'll see it there.
I don't know where it is, but we're not going to spend too much time on these.
Okay.
So as we continue through, we're going to drop down to this map and we'll zoom out just a little bit. So here is, for reference, when we stayed on our last little trip.
46A right here.
Right here, this little corner is where we were. So when we think about where this is like the edge of the downtown, and it's still a bit further out.
Yeah,
So,
I would say a 10-minute, probably 10, 12 minutes.
yep. So you have to consider it's going to be cool. It's going to be as loud. It's not going to be as busy. But you're also going to have to commute everywhere you go.
Yep.
So either you get a vehicle or you build into your budget that you have Ubers or a private driver.
Right.
That's just going to be mandatory for this, even if it's on a twice a week thing where you're going into town to get stuff. But you also get the quiet, you get the cool,
Yeah, and what if they have amenities? Then you'll be able to use those there. If they have a pool and a gym and all that kind of stuff, you can get a lot of that stuff done there and not have to be somewhere where you have to go out of town all the time.
Yep. So let's take a look at one more in Sabaneta.
All right.
So we're going to change our price. We're going to try and get a little bit closer to 4 mil, which is on the top end of our budget, and see what's available there. So we've got 3.9 and 3.7. When it comes to space, this one is going to be the larger of the two, but we don't know where either one of these are.
Hail Mary, bread of sugar.
So I like the architecture of this one.
It's probably sugar bread.
So we're going to...
That bread of sugar would be sugar bread in English.
So I like the architecture of this one, so we're going to take a peek at this one. 3 bedrooms, 4 baths, 127 square meters. So if we look at what 127 is,
two cars.
It's almost 1,400 square feet.
Holy crap.
2 parking lots, 2 parking spots within the rental of this. And then 3.7 is, we'll just bring this over just so we can see the amount, 950. So to jump down and just see where it is, this is kind of at the edge of the downtown area. So again, for reference, we were in this area. We would walk from here to here pretty much every day. That was our walk. So if we consider from here to here, it's about twice the walk we did every day, maybe 3 times. Not that far. But at the same time, and then here's the other part. This place also has a park over here. So you're getting into a little bit of a quieter area, not the super busy downtown.
Still so close to Parque Sabaneta. Wow. Okay.
Yep. So very close, not quite in the outskirts like the other one, which was way, way out here, right?
It really depends on what you're looking for. Me personally, I would like to be up in the hills just a little bit. It's cooler and quieter.
Let's take a look at some of these pictures.
Let's go.
So here's your outdoor area.
That's cool.
Large open space, marble floor.
And just note, Chad, these are not furnished. These are unfurnished.
Correct.
So you also have to buy. So if you're staying there like us in the beginning for 3 months, we don't want to buy a bunch of furniture. What are we going to do with it when we're done after 3 months? So this would be unfurnished if you're going to be there for, a year or whatever.
Yeah. Or long enough that it's financially justifiable to then invest into your furniture
Sure.
because you know that's where you want to stay.
Yeah.
Just like here, we're not going to sell this place. This
Right.
is going to be where we come back to
Mhm.
and kind of a storage area for anything that we
For
need
sure.
to. Kitchen.
It's pretty nice.
This is your indoor laundry. It's going to be your
So no
washer.
washer, dryer.
Nope.
So
Yeah.
definitely have to furnish it all.
Yep. Almost everybody does the on-demand water. So you
Yeah.
see these boxes inside the laundry area.
Speaking of that, we had really great water pressure and warm. We had enough warm water for both of us to take showers. That's a nice shower. Nice closet. Okay. Okay.
This is one of this. This is the small outdoor area
Mhm.
which they show here. Again,
Is that all?
some of them are big, some of them are small. Um, this may open, but it's not a
Oh,
balcony.
it's not a balcony.
There's your
Okay.
parking spot, number 28,
And
29.
29.
And
Okay,
then
so that's
here's the other one. So there's two small little balcony areas, nothing substantial.
yeah, so really make sure you're looking at all these pictures because unless you're able to make a quick trip down there, take a look at it, they won't allow you to look months out in advance. It's only if you're just about to want to purchase or rent. Um,
So we're about 15 minutes in. I'm going to jump over to Envigado and take a look at a couple places here.
which is where we're going
So
to
again,
be.
we are looking at somewhere about 100 meters, and we're
Mhm.
looking for 4 mil as our cap. So as you can see, as soon as we scroll, the first two are the first ones that fit within that budget,
Yeah.
and then it immediately goes over
So
budget.
Envigado's more
It's going to be more
expensive.
expensive, right? So we've got these two. So let's take a peek at both of these. And this is that first one. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 82.36. For reference, let's just drop that in here so we know what which that is. So 886 square feet.
So a little on the
A
smaller.
little on the small side, especially for 3 bedrooms, right? Now,
Yeah.
here's the interesting part about this. This is a duplex, which means you have your living space below, and then I'm sorry, your livable space, and then your bedrooms
Communal
upstairs.
spaces downstairs.
So you got your kitchen, you got your living space, and then you go upstairs for your bedrooms.
Oh, that's pretty.
Here's your outdoor little area for coffee.
Nice kitchen.
Beautiful kitchen.
Beautiful. Wow. They're not usually that big.
No counter space. I noticed that.
See.
So
No
either
storage.
purchasing a little shelf or something in order to set stuff on,
So
but
this is downstairs, yeah. It's two bathrooms. So you have this half, it looks like a half bath downstairs
and then a
and
full
the only
upstairs.
full bath
Yep.
upstairs.
Agreed. Keep zipping through these. Here's your washer area. And then up into, so this looks like 1 room, 2 room, 3 room.
Okay.
My guess is one of these is the bathroom, or right behind us is the bathroom that everybody shares. So here's an office.
Nice.
Here's your upstairs
There's the only
bathroom.
bathroom. It's big enough.
It's a pretty good
That's
closet. It's
pretty
about
good
the size of
closet.
ours.
Sure. It's really beautiful.
It's a great space, right?
Yeah.
And then let's take a look at where it is. So Envigado is a little bit different. We didn't spend a ton of time there, so our landmarks are not quite as we don't know the area quite as much, but we'll back out just a little bit. So it's at the top part of Envigado where we were.
That's over by El Poblado. The top
Yes,
part. Mm-hmm.
yes, exactly. So I believe this might be the park.
El Poblado is probably the wealthiest area within the Aborto Valley.
Yeah, so this is there's your golf course.
Oh, yeah.
So the
Wow.
money's
Okay.
definitely up here, right?
Yeah.
So, and that's part of the reason why you're getting 850, 860
Sure.
square feet for.
Well, it's just like anywhere, you
Yeah.
know.
Yep. But still a great place, right? And then we'll take a look at this other place. This is 3.9. So let's go and move the math over there. It's like it's just right at
$1,000.
1,000, right?
Not too bad.
And our space was
80.
80,
So a little smaller
a
even.
little smaller. So I actually haven't seen this one yet. So let's go ahead and breeze through these photos.
Pool, great. Several
Huge.
pools. That's
Huge.
nice.
The pool's a really
That's
big deal for
really,
us.
it is.
This
That's
is nice. These walls in America, we like open concepts, but these walls actually separate living
They do.
spaces. So they're purpose walls. Oftentimes you'll see them so they separate the laundry and the kitchen from your living space.
Well, it's really still it's half and half. You're still kind of open. That just separates you from the laundry room is
Right.
what it's doing.
Yep.
Okay.
Um,
This is a very typical apartment, the layout.
this reminds me of across from us at our rental,
Yeah.
the ones they were building. Same thing.
Mm-hmm.
You could tell where the laundry
Right.
room
You can
was
tell.
because it was this tiny little narrow place. Um, here's your rooms: one, two, three, four doors. So it's going to be your three bedrooms and a bathroom.
So one full bath for your two bathroom or two bedrooms and then the master. So closets, like actual closets.
Yep. So I'd probably call this a newer build, not new, but a newer, with the closet concept in each room.
Sure.
That's something that
That's
a lot of
master.
expats are looking
Mm-hmm.
for.
I love the downstairs area. That's pretty cool.
And then when we take a look at where this is,
So it does have like 24-hour, 7-day a week surveillance. So that kind of stuff that
yep, yeah. So
you
here's
really want to try to take a look at that. Balcony.
so looking at where it is. Here's your downtown area. This is your Las Vegas Boulevard that goes all the way through. Here's your Route 48. So it's in between those two.
Yeah. It's
In
noisy.
a high rise, it's going to be noisy and busy.
Yeah, super noisy. And not very close to where were
Um,
we with
here's
the
the golf course.
Yep.
So the other place was a little bit closer to this park. So it's a little bit further in, but definitely in the more busy area.
Yeah. So you didn't find anything up in the hills at all?
So there were some places I didn't do them today, but if we go to if we go back to Sabaneta, oh, we found those two places. I didn't look specifically for areas. I just looked at this site to see what's even available.
What's available?
What's available unfurnished and what does it look like? Space, cost, and location.
Got it.
Um,
Okay.
and then when we jump over to this big development company, which is doing a ton of
Vertiste.
projects, they have a whole bunch of different areas. So if we're going to look at just, what do you want to look at? Sabaneta or Envigado?
Envigado,
Okay,
please.
so we'll take a look here. These are going to be their properties that are available. These are for purchase.
Purchase only.
Okay, so this gives you the idea of what a brand new buying a place looks like. Okay, and you can see these are all mock-ups. They don't exist yet.
Yep.
These are all ones that are being built. So we'll take a look at this one right here, this first one. And let's see. So here's your amenities. You got your pool. You got
Turkish
your
bath.
co-working space, Turkish bath,
Mini
pet,
soccer field. Holy
pet
cow.
area.
Social room. This is what we're looking for.
Correct. This is the long-term.
Long term to purchase.
Right.
Climatized pool.
So then we can look at the 360, and this will give us a walkthrough of what this place looks like. So we'll go for the walkthrough. So let's see if we can find the door. Okay, so here's the entrance. Here's your kitchen with your little breakfast bar.
Has a pantry. Oh wow, it has a pantry.
Here's your laundry.
They normally don't even have a pantry. So it looks like they are, I mean, I'm going to say Americanizing. I'm not familiar with any other countries, but it seems like this is kind of Americanized. That right there is what I
So
want.
consider the space of this.
Yes.
This is huge.
Ginormous.
To have 4 people, and that only takes up half the amount, just over half the amount of tiles. Actually, if you count the tiles, this is the sketchy photography I was talking about earlier. So if you count the tiles, it looks like it's almost halfway, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And these take up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which means realistically, you can fit one of these chairs across these 2 tiles. Right? There's not as much space as it looks like.
They do stretch the photos, yeah.
They do, but it's still plenty of space.
Plenty of space.
And it opens all the way up.
I love that. So you can close the door there. It's like a pocket door, slides, and then you have a living room space. And then over here,
you got your dining,
yep,
and then another
check that out.
Relaxation station, which we may convert to an office space. We don't know.
Right.
And then you come down here. Here's your first bedroom with a bath. So we'll take a look at the bath real quick.
So they have their own bath. great for people that want to come and stay with you.
Here's your closet again. Over here is your half bath
Half
for
bath.
everybody to
Yeah.
use.
Great.
Across is your closet.
Closet for who?
Oh no, this is like your hallway closet.
Wow, they don't typically have those either. So your linens and whatever
Yep.
you want.
And then let's see, here's your next bedroom and
It
bath.
looks like each one has its own bathroom. You could leave me in there pretty much all day. I'll do a mini fridge and a hot plate and
You're good to
be
go,
good to
right?
go.
And then here's your master. In the master, you will have your space,
It's
and then
pretty
you'll have
big.
your closet and
Holy moly. Where's the bath? Oh, there it is. Okay. 2 sinks. Beautiful. So that would be the dream.
So when we look at this place, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at pricing wise. So I didn't do the math on all of this, but 850 mil,
So that's where it starts. So depending on the upgrades that you want to have
and also the layout.
and the layout.
Sometimes they'll have 5 different layouts, and they'll just show the first layout
Of course, because
pricing.
it's the
Yep.
cheapest.
So starting price 850. That's going to be
218,000,
218,000.
500. Yeah.
Not bad at all
That's
for a
not bad at all.
3-bedroom, 3
No, not
bath,
for that and everything that you get along with.
and
That's
everything you get along
you
with
know
it.
what that would cost here? Holy
So there
cow.
probably will still be an HOA.
Sure.
It's minimal, but there'll still be just an association fee, and then there will probably, and then you still have utilities on top of that.
Yeah. So think about part-time retirement, if you will. It's pretty amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You have all the things that you need there, right?
Everything you need.
Everything you need. And I'm going to tell you, having gone to Viva Envigado, the mall there, wow, wow, wow. It's amazing. All of the banks, they're safe up there. You're on the second floor. Yeah, it's really great. Tons of amazing restaurants at this mall.
So here's, and I want to break this
Oh,
down really
yeah.
quickly before we jump in. So here's where there's 5 different layouts. The one we walked through was, I believe, the type E or type D with 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, water closet,
Yeah, that's 787.5.
right. So your pricing changes pretty
Sure. That's
substantially.
the one we just looked at. Yeah.
Yes. So here, or type D. I think we looked at type D. That was 3 bedrooms, 3 bath, actually.
Okay. Wow, that's still.
Because here's your bedroom, bath,
Yeah. Yeah. And the half bath. I
closet,
see it.
and then yep.
Gotcha.
So this is the one that we actually did a walkthrough. So how it works is you put down 20%, and then in order to pay them in installments, you pay a 10 mil fee, and then it's 5 installments of, and then your remaining value.
And that's 231 million. That's Colombian pesos, not dollars.
Yes.
Just so people are noticing
Yeah.
that.
So let's bring that over just so we can see what that is. So your first payment.
So your installment
deposit.
would be deposit, if you will, would be 60 grand.
Yep. But you can divide that across 5 installments, which would be 10 grand per month across 5 months, but you do have to pay a fee for that.
Right.
And that fee is 10 mil.
Mm-hmm.
So then you have your 5 installments of 46 plus the 10. Your remaining balance is still due, but that's what you would do over 20 years. And they currently offer a 15%
annual interest rate.
Yes.
Which you need a family income of.
So let's look at what your financial requirements are in order to get into a place like this.
I'm sorry.
And then
wow.
And then let's look at what you're paying in interest.
I'm not laughing at it. It's just remarkable to me how affordable.
And you're only paying 3 grand in interest.
Holy cow. How affordable is that to have that?
I'm sorry. No, that's your monthly. Your monthly is 29.
It's 3,000.
So you pay 3,000 per month.
Yes.
And that is including
15% annual interest.
Yes.
It is high. It is much higher than here.
So if you have cash, that's the way to go.
If you have cash,
but this was kind of to put in
go.
perspective what a brand new build, everything included. It's basically your all inclusive luxury hotel,
Sure.
right? It's got everything you need.
It has everything.
But also, this was the breakdown of the super high end 3 bedroom, 3 bath one. If you were just getting started off with, this style place, actually, this would be your starter, right? Yeah. This would be your starter,
Yeah.
787. For your 787, your total buy-in is going to be 202. So you can start at fifth of a mil, right?
So
200,000.
say you're somebody that you're ready to go, you're ready to move, you're ready to sell everything you've got, your car, your house, like all the things, and just move. There you go.
And here's the thing: you can look at Texas, you can
Mhm.
look at even the coast of the East Coast, you can look at Florida.
We looked at
Property
Alabama, anywhere on the
properties
Gulf,
there to even just buy a house started at 350,000, three hundred
and
fifty
and
thousand.
that's a
And that was
house,
the start.
and you don't have all of
You
the
don't have any of
amenities to
it.
go with
You have
it,
no pool,
right?
right? Um, or if you live in a place, you might be able to sell it and take that investment and dump it
Right.
into, you go and rent for a few months while it's
Sure.
being developed. But so it's very manageable to move your life to and have everything you could need.
Yeah, and the water is potable there, right? So you can drink the tap,
So I'm
all
going to
the
switch.
things.
So are we good with this, or
Yep,
you want to
I'm
look at
good.
one more? Okay, so I'm going to switch back over so we can see us
This is
again.
pretty fascinating to me how just how affordable it is.
Yeah, doable for sure.
Mhm. Which
So
we're not ready to buy yet, but we're going down there to stay for 3 months at a time so that we can have the time to look and make sure that where we buy is exactly where we want to be.
right, and the time that we're going, a lot of these places that were at the expo will have completed their
Mhm.
projects,
November, October, November, I
so we
think they're
could
supposed to be
actually go
finished.
and visit their what's the word I'm looking for? Their sample, not the sample. It's called.
Do they have one that you can take a look at? Because
Yeah,
I know it's different from the United
no,
States.
they do. So they
They
do have
do.
those. Yes,
A
a
model.
model is what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah. They do have those. And that was part of what the expo was happening at the expos. They were reserving time slots for models for people who wanted to come in, make their deposit, see which type of style they wanted.
Okay.
So not all of them, but some of the ones, especially the ones like this, that are really well done and put together, and they understand marketing, and they're actually going towards the European American
Yeah,
market.
style. Yeah.
They understand that people want to see before they buy.
Make sure you vet anybody. Don't ever, 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 I say this all the time, don't ever just deposit money into somebody's Colombian bank account.
Yeah. And that's what I loved about this magazine.
Yeah.
Both of those references on both ends. What can you buy from just an everyday unfurnished to it's being built to suite, essentially,
Yeah.
to what people want. Um, Two ends of the spectrum, both with plenty of information. And my thought was, if they're being published in this reputable magazine that's being handed out at the number one bank in Colombia,
They're reputable.
it's
Right.
probably legit.
It is.
Um,
Yeah.
and another thing, inside of these, everybody's using QR codes. So you
Hmm.
scan it and it takes you to that actual model on your phone. So you can browse
That's
through
pretty
this
cool.
and then see the one that you're seeing in the ad. So that's everything I got for real estate. Again, we did a 8-day thing just to see what the city was like and make sure we did in fact like it. We're going for 3 months to actually work, but also start to explore what does it look like for longer term rental or purchasing, and where do we want to be.
Yeah.
So
This is great.
these are the steps that we're taking, and I think that looking at these various builders and agencies helps a ton to really understand what's available, because
Absolutely.
we'll have some things that some concessions that we are saying, okay,
Hmm.
that's acceptable, but we'll have some things that we just want. It's part of the lifestyle that we want.
Yeah. And we, thank goodness, have some help there if we need them to go run and look at something for us or
Right.
be able to translate for us, which we're going to need, when the time comes. So this
Awesome.
was great. Yep. Sadie's already been in my trash can. So I'm going to hop off of here.
What do we want to jump on for next week? Oh, your word of the day.
Yeah. Word of the day is un poco, which means a little. Hablo español.
Un poco.
Un poco.
Whatever a little bit less than is.
And you will begin your Spanish lessons this week.
Yeah,
So
tomorrow.
that's pretty cool
Tomorrow.
with Laura.
Yep.
She's amazing. Yeah, very good.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
So next week, we'll talk a little bit more about how Sadie's training is going and, getting her ready for this airport, you know, navigating through the airport and yep, she's got the toilet paper roll. And then also riding on the plane and really Chad, us making a decision of looking at flights and where we're going to choose to fly out of because we have chosen not to fly from Detroit because there's no nonstop to Medellin. There's like 3 hops that you have to make and we don't want to have to go through all that with her. So, or us.
Yeah.
So,
So she's wandering around. I think she just unplugged your monitor.
she
So
did.
we are going to just go ahead and sign off. We will see everybody next week
Yes, have a
right here
fantastic
on
week.
Beyond the Sheets,
Beyond the
Beyond the
sheets.
Desk. Okay.